In the beginning of the movie, we see a man disposing of a corpse. He cuts the body into pieces and buries it in the ground. During the entire scene, the man's face is never shown. The next day, there's a board on the highway with a warning written in French, "Danger, do not give a lift." A young boy stands beside it. He signals an oncoming van, asking for a lift, but it doesn't stop. So he starts walking on the highway. Along the way, he continues asking for a lift from passing cars, but no one stops. As he continues walking, he sees a car approaching. A boy in the car is shouting at a girl sitting beside him, asking her to get out. The girl refuses, screaming. Suddenly, the boy is pulled out of the car by Jack. In response, the boy pushes Jack away, and the girl hides behind Jack. The boy curses and drives away. The girl thanks Jack for helping her. She asks him in French what he's doing there. Jack replies that he doesn't speak French, he's English. The girl says she can speak English. They look at each other with attraction. The girl offers Jack a cigarette. Jack asks if she knows the boy from the car. She says she had just borrowed it from him. Then, she introduces herself as Veronica. When Jack tells her his name, Veronica asks where he's headed. Jack says he's going home to England, but it's taking time because no one gives him a lift. Veronica says that she always insists sex is good for the mind. She also tells him she has no home to live in. Both of them sit by the roadside, waiting for a lift. Their closeness grows. Jack tries asking for a lift again, but the car doesn't stop. He wonders what's wrong with people, why no one is giving lifts. Veronica tells him maybe it's because of a serial killer roaming the roads. She says people in the area are panicked because many bodies have been found along the road, throat slit. Jack speaks to her in broken French, saying they should help each other. She agrees that it might be better for their safety if they stick together. That day, they don't get any lift. At night, Jack lights a fire in the field. Veronica writes something in French on a piece of paper to teach him how to speak it. He gives it to her to read. On the other side of the paper, there are many of Veronica's signatures. She says she was just practicing her signature. Jack folds the paper and puts it in his pocket. She pulls it out and asks why he doesn't carry any luggage. Jack says his luggage was stolen at the station. The next morning, Jack wakes up and finds Veronica gone. He picks up his passport lying nearby. Inside is a photo of his ex-girlfriend, and her eyes look just like Veronica's. Suddenly, he hears the sound of someone jumping into water and follows it. He finds Veronica swimming in a pond. She calls him in. Jack swims to her and says he thought she had left. Veronica tells him she's going nowhere. Jack tells her that she reminds him of his girlfriend, who died for her best friend. He encourages Veronica to live in the present. She walks out of the water while Jack watches her. They start walking again. Soon, they see a car coming, and Jack asks for a ride. It stops a bit ahead. Jack notices the car has British plates and tells Veronica to hurry, but she stays back. As Jack reaches the car, he sees that a man, who knows Veronica, is driving. Jack asks if he's from England. The driver replies no, but says he can drop them further down the road. Jack calls Veronica over. Seeing this, the driver asks Veronica if she's Jack's girlfriend. Both Jack and Veronica get into the car. Suddenly, something hits the car. It turns out to be a rabbit that had fallen under the car. The driver picks it up and puts it in his car's trunk. Then he says the weather might change soon, and it's not safe to travel at night. He invites them to stay at his house, saying his wife likes English guests. He adds that in the morning, he'll drop them at the first city from where Jack can take a ship to England. But Jack seems unsure about the offer. He rejects the offer, saying he's waiting for his parents. After that, the driver asks Veronica about her parents. Veronica tells them she's an orphan. Her parents have passed away. Hearing this, Jack feels sad for her. After a while, the man tells Jack he forgot to mention that due to a strike at the airport, ships aren't running today. Jack finally agrees to stay at their house for the night. Their home is a large bungalow. When they arrive, the man and his wife Mary introduce themselves to Jack and Veronica. Then he asks Mary to show Jack his room, while he himself shows Veronica hers. While showing the room, Mary appears uncomfortable, as if she's nervous about something. Jack calls her Madam, but she tells him he can call her Mary instead. Suddenly, she hugs him. Jack notices a butterfly tattoo on her shoulder and asks if everything is okay. Mary apologizes and says she doesn't know why she did that. She then tells Jack to freshen up and rest. Before leaving, she takes a photo with him. Jack falls asleep. When he wakes up, it's already dark. His eyes fall on a box in the corner. When he opens it, he finds family photos, pictures of the man, Mary, and also a boy and a girl. Jack admires Mary's beauty in the photos. Later, he's shown with wound marks on his body. Suddenly, Veronica enters the bathroom. She tells Jack she doesn't like these people and they should leave immediately. Jack disagrees, saying they're fine, just a bit lonely. Later, while sitting at the dinner table, Jack and Veronica start talking about the serial killer. Mary becomes nervous and says she doesn't want to talk about it. But Jack continues, mentioning the killer's recent pattern. Mary gets visibly upset and storms off from the table. Later that evening, Jack and Veronica are talking in the garden. Veronica asks Jack about the scars on his body. Jack tells her they were caused by his stepfather, who used to beat him during childhood. Veronica feels deeply sad hearing this. As they talk, they grow close and kiss. It starts to rain, so they return inside. Inside, they see Mary standing alone in the kitchen. She says goodnight to Jack and leaves. Now alone in the kitchen with Mary, Jack notices her injured finger. He gently cleans the wound, and she looks at him with affection. Jack flirts with her, but just then, the man enters the kitchen. Mary follows him out. Jack overhears them arguing. Later, Jack walks toward the room where the TV is on. He enters and, during a conversation with the man, asks about their children. The man says they have none. Jack doesn't press further and goes back to his room. Before going to sleep, Mary visits Jack and tells him to lock the door from inside. Jack doesn't take it seriously. That night, as Jack sleeps deeply, meanwhile, Mary is in her bathroom, painting. At the same time, somewhere in the wilderness, a car stops. The killer steps out and disposes of a dead body. In the morning, Jack wakes up and finds Veronica missing. When he gets ready and heads to the door, he sees people unlocking another room in the bungalow. Jack tries to enter the main part of the house, but the door is locked. Suddenly, the man appears and tells him that Veronica left early in the morning. She said goodbye and wished him good luck. Jack doesn't believe him. The man hands him a letter Veronica supposedly left. Jack asks about Mary, and the man replies that she's not home either, and that Jack should leave too. Jack leaves the bungalow. On the way, he reads Veronica's letter. Then he remembers the note she wrote earlier with her signature. He quickly compares the two signatures and realizes they don't match. Something feels wrong. Veronica wouldn't just leave him like this. As Jack is lost in thought, someone suddenly grabs him from behind, covers his mouth, and injects something into his neck. He collapses to the ground. Just before losing consciousness, he catches a glimpse of the trousers and shoes worn by the person attacking him. It turns out he was captured by an old man who later ties him to a chair inside his house. Jack panics at the sight and starts crying. The old man ties Jack's mouth, hands, and legs to a tree and places him in the back of his truck. Before injecting him with an anesthetic, just as he's about to inject Jack in the throat, he notices fire and rushes away to help. Taking advantage of the moment, Jack manages to free himself. By the time the old man returns, Jack escapes and runs straight back to the bungalow. Hiding behind the bushes, he sees the same man, the one who drugged him, packing the car. Jack recognizes the man from his trousers and shoes. Once they leave, Jack sneaks back into the bungalow through the rear entrance. Inside, he spots bloody drag marks on the floor, as if a body has been pulled. Following the trail, he reaches a room and finds Veronica tied up on the floor. Veronica tells Jack that Mary had lied to her, saying Jack abandoned her. Jack cuts her ropes and frees her. She hugs him tightly. Just then, they hear a car approaching. Both Jack and Veronica rush out of the room, picking up guns from different rooms as they go. Veronica grabs the car keys from the table and hands them to Jack. They try to escape through the main door, but it's locked. They run to the back of the house and manage to flee. They jump into a parked car and drive away. Hearing the sound of the engine and Mary come out, get into their own car, and start chasing them. As they're fleeing, Jack suggests calling the police, but Veronica says there's no time. They just need to get far away. She starts firing, but in the chaos, their car crashes into a tree. Veronica quickly pulls Jack out and runs with him into the woods. As they're running, catch up from behind. Jack points a gun at them, telling them to stop, and keeps running with Veronica. Eventually, they find an old workshop and go inside. Jack is weak from the crash and collapses. Suddenly, the same old man who had captured Jack appears. It turns out, unfortunately, this was his workshop. Veronica tries to shoot him, but her gun is empty. She throws it aside and tries to stop the old man with her bare hands. He prepares to attack. Veronica trips and falls. Just then, points the gun at the old man. Scared, the old man steps back, hits something, pierces his chest. He pleads with Veronica for help, but Veronica stabs him and kills him brutally. Soon, Mary and the man arrive at the workshop. Veronica hides behind a haystack. As they search for her, Veronica calls out, "Papa," and a flashback shows her as a child. Here comes the shocking twist. Veronica is actually the daughter of the man and Mary. She is the same Veronica from the serial killings. She had been mentally unstable since childhood and had killed her own brother. Since then, she continued to kill. The man and Mary didn't want her to go to jail, so they kept everything a secret. They even put that warning signboard on the road to keep people away from her. The old man used to help them in this task. The man arrives and orders Jack and Mary to get out of the car. Mary tries to explain they were only trying to protect Veronica, but Jack doesn't listen. He tells Veronica to tie them up. Before Mary can say anything more, Veronica hits her with a gun, knocking her unconscious. Veronica then tells her father that she wants to go away with him and live happily ever after. But her father tells her he can't because she's a murderer. Enraged, Veronica tapes his mouth shut. Their conversation makes no sense due to her unstable mind. Finally, Veronica and Jack leave, leaving Mary alive in the field. On the way, Jack rips up a photo of his ex-girlfriend and throws it out of the car. He and Veronica hold hands happily. Then, Veronica slowly reaches behind her, touches a hidden knife, and smiles as she continues driving. The movie ends with this chilling moment. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.